Hello there. Welcome to another episode of BK Haunting. Finally, with my co-host Megan.
Hello. Just kidding.
Yeah, they probably forgot about your voice.
Well, they could always just go back and check twice on it.
Well, I'm sure they forgot about it for sure.
Okay.
Anyways.
What are you saying? I'm forgetful now?
Well, I'm just saying
Cut
you
the
come and
sauce,
go.
cut the shit.
Anywho.
Right back. Just going to grab our notes.
Oh, there it goes again. Comes and goes. Anywho, so talk about our latest hotel experience at the Chateau
Louis
in Edmonton, Northwest, if you want to know. And so at the time, I stayed there on the couch, and soft couch pinched my nerve in my back.
Oh my god, you guys should have seen this little crybaby. Never seen anything like it before. He's like trying to get up from the couch using my dog, she's a cane corso, as like a sturdy surface to like lift his weight up. And I'm like, dude, she's a cane corso, not a bench. Anyways,
the funny thing is, she had a bad back a couple days ago, and she was complaining pretty hard herself.
Fair enough. We all have our days. But what we want to pinpoint on this little visit at Chateau Louis was I, myself, this time, was the one who got a little spooked. So I'm in the shower. It's like a really nice shower. It's got like this steam. It's like a sauna shower, basically. So I was in there quite a long time, just, trying to rid of my toxins and my daily sins. Anyway, so I get out. I look in the mirror. You guys, I have my bathrobe on, right? So I'm looking in the mirror. And my eyes are literally opaque white, bulging out of my face. And I close my eyes because I'm like, okay, maybe too much steam, right? Like, maybe I was in there too long. Close my eyes, hoping to God that when I open them, that wouldn't be happening anymore. Open them up, same thing. So I just walk out of that bathroom. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here, right? And it was like, I had like I don't know. I was having a calm morning. It was Zen morning. So I walk out and I look at Brett and I said, you might want to come look at this because something is really sketchy in there in my eyes. He's like, Megs, if I get up from this couch with my pinched nerve back and there's nothing going on, we're going to have a problem.
I just figured it was another flicker light, right? I didn't think nothing major about it, so I was like, all right. Crawled out of the couch in pain. I was like, okay, guaranteed it's another flickering light. I mean, it happens all the time, but that's what happens when you're haunted. So I get up and I go into the bathroom, and holy fuck, she was not kidding around. My eyes were looked fucked.
Yeah, it was so crazy. He's like, yeah, you're not joking. And it's so funny while this is happening because neither of us are freaking out. Neither of us are like getting really like scared or anything like that. It was just like, oh my God, that is literally the worst thing that has happened. Like, not happened, but like visually, definitely.
And the funny thing is, usually I get everything on tape, eh? So put on my camera and film it. Yeah, it doesn't even show it. So that's when I was like, Megs, this is the real deal. If you can't film it, then holy crap. It's like big white.
Oh man, it was like opaque white. Like imagine like eyes that have been
just big white.
Like what's it called? Decomposing for like at least 2 weeks. Like they get that like that really opaque white, like zombie is kind of
pretty much a ghost.
It was disgusting.
So I was like, okay, Megs, all right, this is reasonable to freak out.
But I didn't. I came out pretty fucking nonchalant. I was like, hey, like don't get up too fast.
Doesn't even help me get up. That's a funny thing. Just stands there, and I had to use her dog because she wouldn't help me out. That's the funny thing, eh?
Little coast. Oh, she's cute.
So yeah,
but that's the last hotel experience that we had. It was a little whack for sure.
It's a fucking old hotel.
Oh yeah, like it's old, but it's also updated. Like it's a fancier hotel.
Renovated.
Yeah, like some rooms are, some rooms aren't. We got lucky enough.
It's like the Fairmont. Let's cut the shit.
Yeah, but like it was more renovated than Fairmont. But anyway, it's very similar. It was a chateau in itself.
we've never seen anything like that, to be honest. I haven't looked in the mirror and seen two big white eyeballs in my life.
Like popping out of your eyeball sockets. Like, it was the weirdest, strangest thing ever. And I was just like, I close my eyes while I'm in there. And I'm like, please, please, please go away. And I open them up, like, after clenching my eyes closed, right? Like a good closing of my eyes. I open them up, and it's still there. And I was like, no. I, like, back up, open the door slowly, back out. And I'm like, don't get up too fast. You might want to go see this.
No, don't get too fast. It doesn't even help me out. These are dog, but anyway. Yeah, I know. The thing is, I couldn't even film it. It's not even on tape, so that's when I realized, hey, this is the real deal.
Okay, so next we want to touch base on the last little bit that Brett's medium, she's a medium at the Russian Tea Room, what she kind of touched base on with him, and it's not super good news. It's like a bittersweet kind of thing, I think.
No good news at all, really, if I look at it.
Okay, so going back on my notes.
Yeah, she's got everything written down.
She basically, well, you have to. She basically started out by saying, Brett, your past life. Why don't you start with that?
So my past life, apparently, I was a girl, a woman, as you would say, a professor in England. And apparently, everything that's happened to me is a karmic for either I got tortured or I tortured somebody.
Which is like kind of like a twist, a little curveball, because here's the thing. You were a professor, so whether you're a woman or a male, you got the brains to get away with torturing a soul or torturing a human being.
It's got the mad shivers, so it's probably right.
So here's the thing, is like, you have the brains to be able to do such an act because we know that because you're a professor, but I'm not saying that other people can't do that. I'm just saying he went through the education, so we already know he's smart. So he's whether you're a female or a male, I think you did the torturing.
To be honest, that's what the media was kind of hinting to, is that, yeah, you probably tortured somebody and this is a karmic thing.
Or he was brutally tortured himself, but this is where it gets interesting because she basically told him
that I'll be suffering for another 6 years. She said 2030
is going to be his fucking year.
My year. I'll be able to, I can do some weird things with my hands, don't get me wrong, in my eyes. But,
yeah, he doesn't really quite know what to do with it.
No one knows, really. I mean, but
I've
she said...
seen it. It's weird.
And she said 2030, you'll be able to heal anybody. You can have extraordinary gift like no other. I was like, till 2030. She's like, yeah, you'll be suffering for 6 years. Sorry to say.
And this medium, I love her because she's the most blunt, straight up woman you'll ever meet. Like, he went there, she called him out on all his shit within 10 tarot cards. Everything. All his shit. Just called him right out. And he looked at her and he's like, yeah. You ain't wrong.
I was like, you're right.
Yeah. So no, she's actually she's
world renowned.
She's a world renowned medium. She's real good. It's just funny though because she's a little bit mind boggled when it comes to Brett's situation. She straight up said that she's not the one that's going to be able to coach him through this, and he needs to go see someone else. But of course, she's in Russia right now, and Brett didn't write down anything that she said, so we can't even remember the contact information to the person. So now we're waiting for the return.
Yeah, she said to contact somebody about something.
And they're fast, right? Mediums are really quick. So when they're kind of giving you this information, it's just what's coming to them. So I don't even think you were writing anything down. But I mean...
Well, I didn't think I had to. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No offense, you got a bad memory too.
Well, that's what happens.
Well, I'm just saying you have a bad memory.
But anywho, yeah, but she probably said a good 50 things, ain't? And I was like, okay, whatever. She's like, yeah, you need to get a pet parrot. I was like, yes, all right.
Which is super scary. I don't like birds.
And she said to feed crows and pigeons and magpies. Give them some bread here and there. I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, those are the... Yeah, that's my co-host for you. Isn't that just spooky itself?
Anywho.
She said wash your face in full moon and moon water.
Yeah, moon about her.
Whatever the fuck that means.
I know what that is. It's like charging...
the witch. I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm just joking. She's pretty sure not a witch. Anyways, and she said a couple other things. She said to look into the chakras, mantras, into some sort of god.
First of all, you need to start doing your actual...
I'm supposed to meditate too.
You need to be meditating. You need to be doing yoga. You need to be becoming zen. You are so not zen. You're so stressed out right now. It's not even funny. He's been throwing up for 2 days straight from his stress. And he's like, doesn't matter, Megs. I was like, let's go to the doctor. He's like, doesn't matter if we do. You want to know why? I was like, why? He's like, they'll say there's nothing wrong with me.
Well, that's what she told me. She's like, you can go to the doctors when she was telling me all this, and they'll tell you everything is fine. You're like, completely healthy.
I was like, whatever. At your funeral eulogy, when I be given it.
The thing is, I'll never die. I'm a prophet.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
settle down on that word a bit.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I'm pretty sure that we're on the verge of knowing what's happening here. But so yeah, so that was the medium.
Yeah, nothing else interesting happened. And then we'll go to Megs. Real emotional battle with the medium recently.
Okay.
And then, yeah, she's all yours.
What the fuck?
Well, it was emotional.
Dude. Okay.
Whoa.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting this little curveball of events here. Yeah. So actually, on February 13th, I guess I'll start by saying my friend Bruce and we usually do a little Valentine's Day thing. It's not because we're together, and it's not because we have love in that affectionate, steamy way.
I was on the couch all day, depressed, while they're doing fun things. Just to let that know.
So my friend Bruce, he's in his 60s, and I'm in my 20s, and okay, I'll say it, late 20s. But still 20s, regardless. He's my best friend.
Birthday's coming up.
My birthday is coming up.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So.
And so is yours.
Okay, continue.
So anyway, he picked me up. He's like, look, I can't. He's like, he had plans with his woman on Valentine's Day, which is fine. But he loves to spoil me, whether it's he loves to spoil me. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to take the 13th off. I'm going to pick you up. We're going to have a great time. My past is a little bit complicated. I actually lost somebody who was really close to me. His name was Shane, and okay, yeah, fuck this. Well,